Hello, beautiful ones. I am just wanting to celebrate and say Happy New Year. It's Aries season. It's the equinox. It's a spring equinox where I live. And I'm just going to pull up this live just so I can see any comments that happen. But as you are just flowing in, you can say hashtag replay, say hello, let me know where you are in the world because I love just imagining these different pillars of light and people just all over the planet. And let me know if you're on the live, if you can hear me, because in the past, I have had, let's just call it luck with microphones. In the past, we have had good. I can hear myself. Susie, oh my goodness. Hello. How are you? And Rachel and Jennifer. But Susie, it's been a while. I hope you're well. Let me know how things are going. So, welcome to the spring equinox for those of us that are in the northern hemisphere. I live in the city that is like the furthest north in the world, that's over 1 million people, or more accurately, in the hamlet just beside that city. But I can see downtown from that city. And that means we still have snow on the ground, but it has started to melt and there is more daylight. And I just saw a huge flock of birds. So I'm just so happy that spring feels like it's arriving, even if there are no flowers blooming yet. Depending on where you are all over the world, I know we all have different experiences. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this is your fall equinox, and you're heading towards the darker parts and cooler parts of the year. The really cool thing about the equinox right now is no matter where you are at the globe, we have this equality of light and dark. And at the solstice points, we have the polarity of the longest days and the shortest nights, and the shortest days and the longest nights. But today is about the harmony and the balance between those two, day and the night. And so for me, this always really reminds me about the pause point at both the middle of an inhalation, like between the inhalation and the exhalation, or that pause after the exhalation before the next inhalation has begun. So there's this stillness right with potentiality. Let me know if you have felt that energy today. Hello, Nina, as well. Oh my goodness. So I'd love to hear again, whether you're live or on the replay or you're in the comments on YouTube after this, it doesn't matter. Have you felt a difference in the energy? There's so much happening astrologically, by the way. There's all the planets, Saturn, Pluto, they're moving, but we are just moving into this new point. If you're looking at the tropical zodiac system, it's Aries. And if you are in the sidereal, we're looking at just moving into Pisces. I've come into this place where I love looking at both of them because I am in my both and also era instead of the either or era. It's like instead of just saying astrology is everything and there's only this one way, or let's do human design, or just gene keys, or this is it, or that's it. It's like, what if it's both and also and neither and all of it and everything and nothing all at once? Because there are these infinite facets of expression and so many different ways to understand and categorize all of these infinite facets. Hey, Trish and Leslie and Ange, beautiful. So, yeah, I'm feeling that shift for myself personally out of what has felt like this soft, almost heavy denseness that's been very dreamy, like Pisces season. And as soon as we move into Aries in this tropical astrology, my fiery self was like, time, let's do the thing. And this is the true start of the new year. Our Gregorian calendar that starts the new year in January doesn't actually make sense with what we experience here on Earth. But of course, pretty much all time is just something that we are perceiving, and there's many different kinds of it. But Jen saying it feels so playful. Good. Playful. That is the energy that I'm feeling. And like all of the density and heaviness that has, like, I'm not going to lie to you. It has been a heavy, hard few months energetically for me. Feels like there was so much like that I had to almost like excavate and move through. And it was harder to do things. And I was tired. And it feels like there's this shift that is happening. And yeah, spring energy is energetic. It's rebirth, it's renewal, it's resurrection. It is the new life springing forth. And as much as we humans sometimes think we're above, nature and we'll try to subjugate it or live above and beyond its rules, or, and tell me if this is you, my spiritual luminous beings, we can sometimes think I'm a multidimensional mystical being and the rules of nature don't apply to me because I can just dance in the energies and what's happening on earth doesn't have to affect me. I've played all of these games. And the most magic that I've ever experienced in my life has coming through into that both and also energy of wholeness, of all of it, of no longer separating my magical, mystical, multidimensional light being self that's off gallivanting around the cosmos and my human self who doesn't really mind winter. I feel like it can be very beautiful and it can be so awe-inspiring and sparkly snow, but it gets long when there's still cold, cold days where I don't want to go out walking. And it's March. Like there's a trade-off. I was called here to this land and I was called to be doing grid work on the land that I am in Sherwood Park, Alberta. And I do that. And also sometimes I'm like, I would like a little less winter and more sun, please. Some vitamin D from the sun. But here we are at the spring equinox and this time of renewal, and the grid systems are lit up. If you have been tapping in energetically over the last day or two, have you noticed the golden light that is blanketing this planet? I'm going to support us in accessing the grids today in this meditation and activation. I hope you can find a comfortable space. We're going to be able to close your eyes and actually go deep in. If you're not, come back to the replay when you can actually close your eyes and go inward for the activation part. You can fast forward to that. But we're also going to be doing the thing that people do, not where I live, but I've heard rumors that down south, people start to prepare their gardens now and that plants are starting to bloom up. We're going to plant seeds. You can't really plant here yet unless you've got some kind of hydroponic indoor grow situation going on, but that's okay. We will plant these seeds energetically, and they are going to be beautiful golden seeds that we are using with our intention and our imagination, which is, by the way, how we do energy work with those two things. We're going to be planting the seeds of what we want to grow this new season through this year, the astrological new year. The time of planting the seeds is now. So we want to use that power. What is happening with nature, what is happening in the planet around us, to really like bolster our own personal creations, the creations for our beingness, creations for our business. Because for most of us, let's be real, those things wind up being almost one and the same, though they are different. So it can be for all of it. I'm going to take you through a guided process where we're going to really come into this beautiful, illuminated portal of pure potentiality. I'm going to open it up so you can receive what is for you. And then we're going to do that energy work together. So I call it a meditation, a soul journey, an activation, but really we're doing energy work here. We're going to be doing some grid work here. And it is to ride those collective waves and do this with the earth's natural rhythm. Because again, we are beings who are here inhabiting this beautiful earth with Gaia, the consciousness of this planet, and so many other collectives from, the plant and animal kingdoms, the rocks and the minerals, but also other interdimensional beings, all of the fairies and other beings that are here. We are all in this beautiful space and sphere together. And today on the equinox, we have this balance or harmony that is accessible to us. And so utilizing these days, these potent days to do the energy work, lets us use the collective field and frequency to really amplify it. So let me know if you're feeling ready to dive into this energetic meditation activation, whatever we're going to call it, the work that we're going to do. You can type it in and have a little water. If you don't have water, always show up with water to the events that I do. Paid containers, free stuff. Like, I want you to be hydrating. And this is not just because water is good for you. No, it's because the work that we are actually doing when we come into these spaces and we're doing activations depends on the water inside of you. So you need the water, and you also need a good electrolyte balance inside of you. So you might need some more concentrates, some more minerals, some electrolytes, whatever you love. I'm obsessed with the LMNT or element powders. They're really supportive because when we are running the light, which is what we're using, what we work with when we're here together in the luminous evolution experiences, we're running light through our physical bodies. It's not just our imagination, it's happening at a physical level as well. And that means if the waters of our body are conducting this energy, and if you're dehydrated, it get a little sticky, little crispy, right? Also going to make sure that we create open channel so that everything can flow. All right, people are saying yes, yes, yes. You're seeing me knock around the microphone. I've been wanting to level up with my mic situation for a while, and I finally got an old one of mine to work, kind of in the way, but I've been told my voice sounds better. So, I mean, that's the point, right? If you're new to my world, I'm Kacie Aileen Knight, and my voice has been multidimensionally encoded to carry tones that are rich in information. So you're receiving the words not only just from, my mouth to your ears across this electronic medium, but you're also receiving information that will land at the body level and the soul level beyond what the mind can comprehend. Everything is going to be received by you in the perfect way. So even if you don't fully get it from here, that's fine. You don't have to. But I want to invite you, if it feels good and calm and safe, to really open to receive. Let the mind just be a witness for this journey that we're about to go on. Mind, you put it to work, okay? You put the mind to work and say, hey, mind, you're so good at recording and witnessing. Can you be the observer for this? And then we're really going to drop into our body and allow both the feeling to transpire. We're also going to give ourselves permission to let our imagination be running free, running wild. So get yourself into a comfortable position. You could lay down if you are feeling that energy. If you're sitting up, I would recommend being able to have your feet on the floor, crown pointed up to the cosmos, just tucking your chin down enough so that your spine is very straight and your root is pointing to the ground. So before you close your eyes, this is the card that I pulled with my mentors just before getting on this. And this was for me for this next period of time. And we're going to breathe together. But this is also really tapping into the expansive potential of our breath to also be energy work, healing work, clearing work. So I want to invite you to tune into the breath. And side announcement, I feel like there's only one or two more pieces before these are on sale publicly in our new funnel. If you're local, if you're in the Edmonton area, you could come and find some from me, and you can, for pickup, they're $55 Canadian, but they will be $44 on the funnel USD, and they're coming from a drop shipper. And that means I don't have to run to the mailbox every, 30 seconds, which is going to be really helpful. But that process has taught me a lot about creation in the physical realm, let me tell you. But it's from a 90 card deck, by the way, that I've had the privilege of working with for over a decade, and the licensing rights to rebrand and work with inside my creation coach program. So these are going to be available so soon. Like, the richness of that, everything in creation inside the unified field can fit into these 90 cards. So that's an aside, but I'm so excited, guys. It has been so hard, so much harder than we could have ever imagined when we said, let's do this thing and make it happen. I've learned so much through the process. It's like creating a baby. It's been taking like 9 months to get this funnel and thing up and running. Nicole Rose knows. She's the one who helped me redesign these and work with these beautiful cards, and we're so close. So, do you see how talking about this project that's almost at its completion like lit me up? And I'm like, hey, you should have heard me talking about it a couple months ago. I was like, "Freaking cards." It's been a very human experience. I remember being so magical where I could just like think in there, and so it is. And we, like set the planets into motion and everything like that. And it's different when we're in this realm. So learning how to co-create with the rhythms of the year, with Gaia, with the elemental forces has been my most potent learning over the last 12, 13 years. And I'm so happy to share these natural rhythms with you. I have been initiated in as an alchemical priestess and as a creation coach and facilitator of the Creation Coach Academy. And I just get to share these beautiful activations in ceremony, in meditations, on these beautiful potent portal days, and also inside things like the Creation Coach Academy. And they taught me how to human. Working with the earth has taught me so much about how to be here. So let's also call Gaia in. Oh, yay! Erin says Chloe and I are jumping up and down because of the deck. Yay! I'm so happy about that. So, all right, my friends, people said you were ready a while ago, and then I got on this tangent. Let's bring it back in, inviting you to have another sip of water, closing your eyes, and landing here and now. Inviting you to take a few breaths with me that just cleanse and clear as I'm speaking, just in through the nose, inside out through the mouth. As I invite you to just notice the skin on your body, the temperature of the air around you, any noises that are in your area, and really start to come into the awareness and presence of the body. Without judgment, do a quick body scan. Notice if there are any areas that need extra love and attention. Beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you to imagine a tube running from the top of your head along your spine all the way down to your root. And that tube energetically actually extends from your root all the way down into the earth and all the way up through the cosmos. I always see it as this almost like clear tube that light is going to flow through. Whether you're a seer, a feeler, a dreamer, a knower, just let your imagination do its thing. And I want you to take some breaths with me now, where the inhale is through the nose, and you imagine the air coming up through that tube, through the root, and up through your sacral area into your belly, and then blow a candle out on the exhale. Try that again. Inhale through the nose, draw the air up through the root and into your belly. Blow a candle out through your mouth. Inhaling the air up through the root, bring it up through the belly and into the heart space. Blow your candle out even more slowly. Inhale up through the root, through the belly, up through the heart and the throat, all the way into your crown, and blow your candle out even more slowly. Final breath all the way up through the root, up through the heart, up through the crown, and into your energy field all around you. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Sigh it out with a. Beautiful. Letting your breath return to natural, easy, and normal. And I want to invite you to work with me to call in a sacred space and asking all of the beings of light on our luminous teams to come and create circles of support around us. And may that support be tangible, visceral, physical, so you can feel the adoration and love of your team. Feel their presence, feel how close they are to you. And if you feel your ears pop or energy moving, feel like yawning, that's all beautiful and perfect. We're going to invite the team to activate this space, this beautiful digital space, with everyone listening live and on the replay, with all of the energy we require to really amplify a collective field into the divine, loving presence that we truly are, to accelerate our luminous evolution for our business, for our beingness, and for the earth herself. Inviting you now to tap into the energy of your root. And I want you to imagine growing a root out of your root like a tree, rooting down through the house that you're in or the room that you're in, into the soil, into the earth, deeper and deeper. And those roots just start flying as they expand deeper into the earth, getting closer and closer to its core. Beautiful. Imagining they reach the core of the planet. And I'm not talking about the magma core. Flip your awareness to a different density, to a higher frequency, to the crystalline core of Gaia. Beautiful. And I want you to imagine that you can feel her heartbeat, the heartbeat of this planet. You might see it, feel it, dream it, know it, imagine it. And I want you to invite your heart to sync up with hers. And if you haven't completed that yet, just imagine what it would be like to have your heart beat as one with this beautiful earth connection, but also the connection to all those who are watching this live and on the replay, and all those others who are doing this work around the globe right now, syncing up into one coherent field. Let us be so grateful for how many beautiful souls, luminous souls, are doing meditations and activations today on this beautiful equinox portal day. Send some love and appreciation and gratitude to all of the humans and all of the other beings, named and unnamed, known and unknown, who are showing up as witness and participants to possibility today, who are showing up for the highest good of their communities and the planet and the cosmos itself. Beautiful. As we speak into that gratitude, we become even more coherent between our heart and our mind. So I want to invite you right now to just thank your heart for beating. And then send some gratitude to all of the hearts that are here now and in the 0 point that are beating as one. Yes. Can you feel that? We just shifted up a little bit, an octave almost, as we all combined in the gratitude. So let me invite you now to imagine that we get Source and your highest self to join the party. They're already here, but invite them to beam down a beautiful golden diamond platinum light through your crown into your heart, and it travels down that tube into the earth. And one heartbeat was all it took to have that light move through your body, through your circulatory system, branching out just like those roots that branch into the earth. You too have this branching fractal experience moving through you, sending that light through your arms and legs, fingers and toes, head and neck. Beautiful. Take a breath in, sighing it out. I invite all of these beautiful energies and potentialities of the highest divine love, light available from the cosmos and the earth to merge in all of the people here, cleaning and clearing out any of the old stagnant energies that have been stuck that are ready to be released now. Beautiful. We ask that space is created inside the hearts of all of the beings that are here today, so that we can create a beautiful garden inside their hearts. I want you to imagine now taking an elevator from your mind and your imagination down into your heart. And as the elevator doors open, you're actually presented with an outdoor scene in the infinite meadows of your heart space, which has infinite levels and layers. But this is your own personal garden. I want you to walk forward and stand barefoot on the grass or moss or clover, and feel how alive the energy of the plants underneath you are. Feel the vibrancy and the vitality of these beautiful other life-giving essences that are around you, beside you, above you. The garden of your heart, it's not just a garden, it's a whole ecosystem. As above, so below, as within, so without. So noticing that there's forests around you, there is a beautiful meadow close by, perhaps a stream and mountains in the distance. I want you to walk forward and stand right in the garden and feel the richness of the soil. Your feet touching what will be the vehicle for your next amazing seeds to grow. I'm just going to take a moment here in silence for you to really notice the environment you are in inside your heart space, how natural it feels, how alive it is, and maybe you're even hearing or feeling the forest, the birds, the wind, the sun shining down upon you. In this spaciousness, I'm going to invite you to notice the garden has already been weeded. It is ready for you to plant your seeds. So I am inviting you now to notice in the palm of your hand, there are several seeds, golden seeds. Take a moment now in this silence, in this moment, to ask what it is that you're planting. And it could be a thing, a project, or even just a frequency. What are you planting now? Beautiful. So now I want you to use your heart, the one sitting in your chest, to transmit love and appreciation and gratitude directly from your heart to the seeds. Just imagine you are a Care Bear and you are blasting those seeds with love, everything they need to grow. Care Bear stare. Beautiful. And when you feel ready, you can plant those in a methodical way or however you want to do it. Maybe they're in a row, maybe they're scattered through the garden. What feels right to you? Mm, Wonderful. Deep breath in. Now let's tune in. What do these seeds require? First, let's tune into the emotional realm. What do they need to be nurtured? I want you to imagine a soft, beautiful, gentle rain coming down on you in the garden, the water being the emotional realm. We need this water of life to have any creation in this physical world. Hmm. And ask your heart, what does your heart need to have these things grow for you this year? Hmm. Beautiful. And now the sun breaks through those rain clouds and it shines a golden light upon you. And the sun, the illumination, is also the realm of action. So just asking yourself, what steps do you need to take to help these seeds grow in your life? Beautiful. My son said consistent action. It's not one thing, it's the cumulative effect of showing up and checking in each moment. What do I need? What do I need emotionally? What does my heart need? What does my soul need? What does my mind need? What does my body need? And then through that consistent action, creation magic. But it doesn't all happen at once. Growth happens organically, sometimes in fits and spurts. You'll see nothing for days and suddenly it'll sprout up overnight. So let's just ask all of the elemental forces, all of the team, your luminous team, and all of creation to give you and your seeds a little Care Bear stare, an activation of what you need, filled, infused with divine love and possibility. Beautiful. Now, finally, let us tune in to the grids of the earth that this garden of your heart is connected to. And I want you to imagine golden filaments of light connecting your garden to everyone else's garden. Beautiful. Just like the mycelial network actually transmits information through it, and like the tree roots do, and the entire ecology is connected, but it's connected on a physical level and an energetic level. So now imagine those golden threads expanding onto all of the grids that are present on this planet that connect all of it. And I want you now to, standing in your garden, be a living bridge and invite in the golden divine light to flow through your crown and up through the earth and out through your heart and perhaps down through your feet into the golden grid lines. And let us send all of that through the planet, through the oceans and the streams, the deserts, the forests, the prairie meadows, the grasslands, the wetlands, through the icy tundra, through the permafrost, all over. And I want you now to imagine zooming out to witness as though you're on a space station or spacecraft or just hovering in the cosmos above the earth illuminated with this golden light. And we ask that all hearts come into equanimity and balance with this equinox. We ask that all of the organic templates be integrated into the system in a way that is beautifully aligned and incorruptible. Asking for all hearts that are here to become aligned at an even deeper level with their highest self, with the cosmos, with divine love, with the earth, and with all of the beautiful luminous hearts who are on the team, who are lighting this planet up, who know that all of the actions that we have taken and that we will take together, both in the energetic and the physical, are making a difference. The planet is now being illuminated from within, from all of the beautiful hearts, as well as having that cosmic energy light it up. We're in the stage where it's not easy, but I'm inviting you to have some fun with this time, a vivid illumination of what is not working, asking for it to dissolve and collapse as effortlessly and easily as possible, so that what is left is built upon truth, alignment, and pure source energy. I want you to speak out loud any other blessings that you have for the world right now, or in your head if you have to. Going to seal this all up with some sounds that go beyond English, just my soul voice speaking through. So again, let your mind witness and just receive. Ter ish kaniake tikiopo yena ash kotiar etiki yano tish kinakea dar I kinopa tikiate rati neskopiti ashtekiater takunia tiki otish kanateara. Just breathe. Asking spirit and all of the beautiful energies that are around us of that highest and most aligned frequency for us to continue working with us, but now to seal up all of these energies into completion for our sacred space and meditation activation in a way that is effortless for the human, that can be integrated with ease and will support us all in coming into that beautiful harmony and equanimity, alignment with the earth and the cosmos. Mm. Breathing into your heart. sighing it out. And just seeing for a moment the light that you are, the light that we all are, just lighting up this world. Thank you for your presence. Thank yourself and everyone else who showed up, whether again live or on the replay. We were working in the 0 point now field together. Give yourself some gentle touches and stretches and start to blink your eyes open if you are feeling ready. If you need to spend more time in that sacred space, you can just do that on your own here, but I'm going to bring people back that are live, inviting you to have some water, inviting you to, if you feel up to it, sharing any experiences that you had, piping them in, or of course, you can keep those close and sacred to your heart. But my intention for you is for you to feel relaxed and uplifted, invigorated by the collective energy of this spring or the fall, wherever you are, of the harmony and balance, feeling like you've got this. And remembering that growth, it's not instant, not in this realm. We are humans who are creating inside of physicality, and that means working with the laws of nature. Quantum leaps are great and all, but those only happen in the energetics. To physicalize something, it can take time. It does take time, just like growing a seed, growing a baby, growing a business. But you got this. You got this. You have the resources you need when you reconnect to source energy. You have community, and you have that beautiful divine love in your heart. I know you do, otherwise you wouldn't be here. You are a luminous leader, and you might go, who, me? No, if you showed up for this, that is what you are. Whether you're doing it in the energetics, in your relationships, or you're doing it as a teacher, healer, out in business, doesn't matter. If you're called to this work, what your heart is doing is illuminating and emitting a field that is affecting the whole, the collective, and you're in coherence and alignment. So thank you for doing this work. It's one of my favorite things to do. Activations, meditations, ceremonies, bringing us out of the mundane and into the sacred spaces where we can play in the 0 point energy and we can feel the possibility, where we can connect heart to heart outside of time, outside of space, but also bring that cosmic magic back down to earth to freaking do something with it. And that's why I was asking, what are those aligned actions? Because those are the pieces. Those are the pieces that you need to continue taking. It's not just the beingness, it's the being first and then the doing. And that's my favorite jam. I love working with the leaders who are actually taking aligned action, who are saying yes to themselves, yes to possibility, who know it's not all hopeless, even though it looks like chaos. Ooh, got a little mascara streaky from my eyes running. Ah. I've told this story before, but I haven't replaced it yet. I got a washable mascara. That doesn't mean you can wash your face with it. It means it's not waterproof. No. So every time I get into sacred spaces and I freaking cry because it's so beautiful, I'm like, streaks. Not every time, just like every once in a while, mostly when I'm on a live. So tuning into this potential, tuning into this possibility. What are your next steps? What is this Aries energy inviting you to do from this beautiful place of being and alignment? Ooh, beautiful. Aaron said, connected with a new vision and version, and we'll move forward trusting our intuition more. Amazing. Ooh, beautiful. I'm so grateful, Ange, that you had that experience. Jennifer, you're grateful for this work and getting to be a part of it. It's been a blast so far. I just want to read the rest of this. Feel so connected to everyone around you. Yeah, that's the beauty. When we are in the sacred space and we feel like we are resourced and connected, then we can feel safe enough to connect with others and to be connected instead of walking around with our shields up like we do when we don't feel safe or when we are depleted or we don't have enough. Hmm. I'm so grateful you were all along on this journey. I'm going to share that as well as having the cards dropping soon. And by the way, you should get on the wait list to make sure that you don't miss when we drop this. I can share that in the comments, or you can go to my bio and in my Stan Store link. There's the Oracle card wait list. But also, if you're in the Luminous Evolution group or on any of my social medias, you best believe I'll be celebrating and talking because it has been a long time coming. But I'm doing something sooner that I want to share with you. If you're a luminous leader, healer, teacher, coach, and some people that are here live are already on it, like Jen, I'm so excited you're going to be there. And there's a few souls, and I've only mentioned it once so far and not in this group. But I am doing a sacred business codex workshop about moving out of the old program of poverty and scarcity and lack and separation and into the energy of abundance and possibility. And we're going to have a bit of a focus on money because that feels like the thing that's coming up. When I ask people like, why aren't they doing what they're doing? Oftentimes it's funds. And I mean, I've been there. I have so much invested in my growth and education. Sometimes I say no to other things, but I know money is always there for me. It's always accessible. I know I can always make more money. That is the program that I am running. I can always make more money. Money is infinite. If I am part of the same system that can make the sun and the moon and the stars, and I can make money. I mean, money is barely even a thing now. It's like numbers, ones and zeros, and other numbers in an energetic field. I can always make more money, but some people aren't running that program. If you are playing in the I don't have enough and it's stopping you from being able to do what you want, and you know that you're here to actually make an impact, you're a leader, you're a healer, a teacher, you got to get the word out somehow. And money feels like a thing that is kind of in the way because the old poverty and scarcity program that was instituted into all the spiritual leaders to keep us from being able to do the things to like heal the earth and like all of that. We're going to go through exercises on Friday, May 24th in the Sacred Business Codex workshop that have helped me create multiple six figures through business, through sharing my spiritual gift, and more importantly, living in the frequency of abundance and possibility. So even when things are hard and I might be like, I don't give up ever because I know that everything is on its way. There is this like resilience and this expectation that it's all possible because I know it is, because I'm reconnected with the source energy of infinite abundance. And I want that for everyone because I see so many people that have so much to offer that give up because it seems hard because there's that wall. And that wall is the difference between scarcity and lack and abundance. They're frequencies that then become physicalized through our actions. And having a business is the fastest channel to create flow of actual money into your life because, you can only win so many lotteries. You know what I mean? Like you can either be a spiritual person who's here to impact the world and have to raise donations for everything that you're going to do, right? If you want to clean up the water, if you want to help people with health, if you want to create a foundation, you want to input something, you can raise money or you could make it yourself. And I don't want to give people the power to do both instead of feeling like money's not spiritual and I can't make any money and I have to just wait for people to give it to me. Maybe like that's not the vibe. That's not the empowered vibe of creation that is the new energy right now. Money is still how we store energy. Money is still how we create impact. Money is still required for our transactions. So if you want to do something to actually help the earth, chances are that project that you want to do to help the people, it's going to take money. So if you have that old insidious programs that are saying like, Spiritual people shouldn't charge for their services. It's not spiritual. Oh, money is the root of all evil. None of that is actually true. It's all stories, but they've been insidiously implanted into the spiritual communities so that we wouldn't have any power. Let that land. It's so we wouldn't have any power. So I wasn't planning on talking about this, but then I realized like this new spring energy actually requires this. So I'm going to drop the link to that as well. I don't have it prepared or anything, but it's called the Sacred Business Codex. Like I said, I haven't talked about it yet, but someone that was listening to this needs to hear that. So that's happening March 24th. It is $44 for the 2-hour workshop with all of the take-home activities that you get to do, plus a second question and answer period on the 27th. I'm going to share that when I'm done here. If you're interested, you can even catch the replay if you're catching this on YouTube, like way down the line. You can still purchase it. You could still get immediate access, basically. So this is important because we are creators. We are creator beings. And we're not supposed to be living in this lack, this competition, this scarcity, this not enoughness. I speak with Gaia all the time. She's like, there's enough for all of us if we're in alignment. There's enough for all of us if we are working together for the highest and best good of all. There's enough for all of us. So that means you too. So I'm really on fire. I talk about the voice stuff. I talk about unleashing your creativity. Well, this is part of it. Being resourced so that you can create even more resources. So it can be this infinite spiral of creation. Yes, money is just energy, learning more and more of that each day. I have a beautiful friend named Christine Nicole who actually says monergy. Monergy. And you know what? It's such a triggering topic in the spiritual communities with light leaders and other people. And I posted a TikTok. I'll finish up. I just feel like I want to tell the story. I posted a TikTok saying like, what if you're a healer, a teacher, a leader, someone who's got a really big role to play on the planet? And I believe you if you say you are one of those people, by the way. I believe you if it's on your heart. I believe you. They're here to make an impact. I was like, what if it's your sacred responsibility to have enough money to do the thing that you need to do? And someone saw that TikTok and was like, I disagree because I think we're here to love each other. And I was like, my dude, love in action. Love was presumed. Like everyone I'm talking to, the spiritual people, the leaders, the teachers, the healers, the helpers, like they need to do it because they love so much. It's like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I also don't think we're disagreeing. Like, because love in action is more important right now than just beaming love out like a Care Bear. Like just Care Bear stuff, it's not going to get us where we need to go. We have to take action. There's physical stuff that needs to happen, right? So, love in action. Abundance is a frequency. Prosperity is our birthright, and it's time. And now is the time to take action upon creation, creating our dreams. They say, like the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. That's how I'm feeling. You've already been planting seeds. You planted more seeds energetically, but you got a whole forest plot that already has grown. You have wisdom, you have resources, and if you're ready to share them, it's go time. So I want to invite you all to remember, luminous beings, that you are here to be that guiding light in the darkness through yourself first, right? It's not telling people you should do it this way. It's being the example of that through that light, that illuminated field of your heart that gets to do the talking. And then you get to do your doing from that place. So I'm sealing up all of this energy today with so much gratitude and so much love. So excited for all the things that are to come. And I love you, and we'll talk soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, feel free to share this out to anybody that you think needs to hear this as well, who needs to be a part of our beautiful ceremony today. And if you're inside the free Facebook group, you can wait until I have it on the YouTube, and then you can share that link out, or you can invite people to the group. But either way, have a beautiful rest of your day, luminous ones. We'll talk soon.